every time you make a decision to publicly share something or share a piece of information, you will be held accountable to what you shared. There was a young lady who shared her engagement. You guys know me. I don't believe in sharing public engagements. I don't believe in sharing wedding proposals. I don't believe in baby showers. I don't believe anything that involves a celebratory moment and sharing it with large groups of people, either virtually or in your own personal life. I just don't believe in it. I feel like an engagement should be a very beautiful private moment between you and the person that you love. Maybe a photographer is hired. You take pictures, you go out to eat together, you look at the, photos together when they're developed. And I just don't believe in public acts of affection in front of strangers, or even worse, online, which is the virtual world where everybody has a chance to look at you. So a young lady posted her engagement, and this person was a public figure. She posted her engagement online. Like I said, which is what's inspired me to make this video. Anything that you publicly share online or you share verbally in person with other people, you will be held slave or victim to that statement. And people will always be fishing for explanations from you. That's why privacy is such a beautiful thing, because you never have the anxiety of having to explain anything to anyone, okay? This public figure had a proposal. This person, she posted it online, her ring, dancing, jumping, yelling, celebrating with people. 6 months later, she's not wearing a ring anymore, right? An engagement ring anymore. The comment section is flooded with questions. Her YouTube section flooded with questions. She keeps getting flooded with these questions. People are waiting on your downfall. People are waiting for bad news or to hear about a defeat in a particular area of your life. So to avoid that, you don't share. They are online and they are dragging this young lady. They are dragging her. Like, the comments are awful. Awful. She is getting dragged. And not only is she getting dragged, a lot of her businesses, or I guess a lot of her, products, I guess is what you would call it, have to do with marriage. So when you're selling this dream to women and you have people who are looking deeply into your life, you know what? These are the 3 things that they will use to go below the belt. All women do this, okay? They will either insult you physically, meaning they'll talk about the way you look, your hair, your teeth, your weight, your face, your skin. It's either they're going to attack the way you look. 2, they're going to attack your marital status, okay? Women will always attack the fact that you're single, or they will attack the fact that you're in an unhappy marriage, or they will attack the fact that your husband is cheating on you. Or the 3rd most popular thing that women like to attack is if you have children or not. They will always go beneath the belt with you, below the belt. And when I was watching that on Castmates, she was saying that, she was confiding. That's another thing that you ladies have to be careful with, ladies and gentlemen. Stop sharing your weaknesses with people, because they are going to tuck that weakness under a blanket, swaddle it up, and save it for later. Okay? This girl was crying to one of the other castmates about what she's been through with her husband and how hard it was for them to like go to counseling and get their lives back together again, and how hard it was for her to, get back to a happy marriage, and crying to this young girl. And I'm watching the scene and I'm like, oof, big mistake. You don't ever show women your weakness. You don't confide in them. You don't share your secrets, hurts, pains, and traumas with them. Not even just women, just people. You shouldn't do it. Okay? So 3 episodes later, the girl that she was crying to about her marital problems is the same woman that threw that back in her face and said, oh, well, your man slept with 300 other women and you're still with him and you forgave him. So why can't you forgive this person who's trying to be in the group again? And in my head, I'm like, for a woman to share something so sensitive, you are down low and dirty. Woman threw this back in this young lady's face, and it's like she was excited. And in my head, I'm like, when you're not a private person and you give the world and people entry to your personal life, you are now giving them the ammunition needed to form a weapon against you. That's why a lot of times on my platforms, people will be like, oh, are you married? Oh, do you have children? Oh, do you have a boyfriend? Are you in a I don't talk about anything that does not have to do with self-improvement on my channel. This is not a romance relationship, how to bag a billionaire. This is not that kind of channel. And I don't put out that kind of content because there's a level of confidentiality that I like to keep when it comes to myself and my personal life. Okay. Now, that woman may feel like, she got angry and she's like, oh my God, how could this person, bring up my husband, and how could this person bring up my marriage? But you publicly talked about this to the world. Anything that you publicly share with people can and will be used against you at some point. That's why you don't share it. That reminds me of Kat Graham. So Miss Kat Graham played Bonnie on The Vampire Diaries. And Kat Graham was experiencing a lot of racism, allegedly, on The Vampire Diaries, but I believe it. And she left the show because, of course, it ended and it ran its course. But she got married, and it was so random because literally when she posted her husband, they got married like 2 years before this guy even reached her Instagram. They've been married and I'm like, smart woman. Like, she didn't post the engagement. She didn't post the engagement ring. No one knew she was married. She didn't post the ceremony. Nothing was posted. And I'm like, I think it takes a very high level of intelligence and a high level of self-esteem, emphasis on self-esteem, to get to the point where you don't feel the need or pressures to share your life with others. It takes a high level of confidence to not need an applause from people. Not many people can just have, not many people can just have an accomplishment and leave it like that. Most people, whether they want to admit it or not, want an applause. You want the applause. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You want the applause. Yes, you do. Oh, well, I just post, my accomplishments to make myself happy. I don't really post it for other people. I just post it to me. No, you don't. No, you don't. You post it because you want an applause. Notice how you guys will go on my Instagram and you don't even see my YouTube link on my bio. I do have a highlight story created for it, because if there is a testimony or a story or maybe even a phrase that someone says that I feel like can help another person, I will put it on there. Or if it's somebody who feels like my channel has helped their life in some way, I will put it on there. There is no link on there. There is no link to my website on there. Why? Because I don't need anyone's praises. I don't need it. I don't need it. When you make the conscious decision to share something with the world or with people around you, you will be held accountable for what you share. You will. And they are watching and they're waiting to see, will she slip? Will she fall? Will the business close? Will her numbers go down? Are they still together? That's her man, but I want him. I want him. Did she delete all their photos? This is my chance to slide in his DMs. I want him. People rely on the media and information from you to gather their next agenda. The only time gathering information about someone is cute is when a man really likes you and he just wants to know so much about you. So he's listening in here and there because he really just wants to. He finds you so interesting. He wants to know more. That is the only time that is flattering. Outside of that, I'm not showing anything. I'm not sharing anything. So stop asking. Okay? Move in silence, ladies and gentlemen. So you can take your wins and L's in silence. People announce things too early. And then after you announce it, everybody is, now they're keeping tabs on it. Premature announcements are never a good idea. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do not forget to sign up for the Structure and Order Masterclass. The link is going to be in the description. I'm excited about this class, you guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit different this time, but good different. And to piggyback off everything said in this video, structure and order requires you to keep your mouth closed because we don't have time to be having people take us off of our A game, distract us, or meddle in what we have going on. Because I've noticed that people love to meddle. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But if you're quiet, they can't do that.